This kind of music sounds nice.
When you go out again. This will be the jam right here.
I hate how they put this song. This song pretty much came out in the winter here for us.
For real?
But if you think about it, this song was hitting somewhere else where it was hot, like crazy.
Like in Dubai or some shit.
Well, everywhere. It's hitting everywhere, dude.
I can't wait to start going out again.
Some of these people are becoming real mainstream. I mean, you gotta understand that. Why
well, everybody's streaming everything.
Yeah.
So all these songs that nobody's listening to or nobody listened to, everybody's getting real like, damn, these songs are fucking tight.
Well, the thing is, they're bilingual songs, man.
Yeah. It reminds me of we were like going in high school and like Rompe came out and Daddy Yankee and like Gasolina. And all these songs started coming out, and then 50 Cent started.
Hey, he's like, Gasolina?
And 50 Cent started doing remixes
Gasolina,
with Daddy.
Cabrón.
And 50 Cent.
Gasolina, cabrón. He's
and
like, Gasolina?
Yeah. And 50 Cent started doing remixes with Daddy Yankee and shit. You remember all that?
Whatever happened to Daddy Yankee wearing his line? Like, there was a endorsement deal where he would wear Sean John. Daddy Yankee would.
Well, Sean John went.
Yeah,
Sean John wasn't shit. It was like a phase.
It was a phase, I guess.
It's like Ralph Lauren.
No, Ralph Lauren's still the shit.
Nobody wears Ralph Lauren anymore.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Remember was it
when they found out
certain shit they do.
I think it was a camera that wanted to get a
they
piece
still have
of
cologne, huh?
Coming out like when he did that. He had a few remixes in there with the camera.
With who?
He had that one junk with those girls.
Oh, you're talking about Nelly Skies or some shit?
Something Sky.
That wasn't Cameron. That was
it wasn't Cameron. It
was Timberland.
No.
Who?
Really?
Ja Rule?
No.
All right.
What's his name? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Jim Jones.
Yeah, you're talking about I know he's.
Was he part of the Diplomats? Was Cameron's group the Diplomats? Was he part of that group?
No. Hold on.
Joel Santana?
It wasn't Joel Santana.
Was it a New York motherfucker?
Probably a New York or Brooklyn nigga, but Dominican.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, don't break your head anymore. Because I know exactly.
He's a rapper?
We can actually.
It wasn't Mace. No, right?
Alright. You're going the wrong fucking way. It was around the time where.
What was the songs? How this song goes.
You find it there?
Yeah.
Huh?
What was it, like reggaeton and what?
It was it was Nori.
Noriega?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Noriega. It was just Nori.
Oye mi canto.
I'll play. Here.
Play it.
I'll play it right here.
Oh yeah. That was around the same boom. That's what I'm talking about. The same boom.
Piece of that pie.
He did get a piece of that pie.
He did, but
towards the end.
That's when the spinner watches came out and shit. Remember that time?
It was out already. He got
the end of the wave.
Mhm.
That was good times, man. Good fucking times. What year was that? What year was that?
What was that?
Look at the video.
What was the song called?
Oye mi canto.
How do you spell that? H?
No, O.
What year was that? Like 2000 what? 2009, 2010?
Well, just based on this, it was 12 years ago, which I'm pretty sure wasn't 12 years ago.
Yeah. 2002?
2002?
Dude, we're in 2020. That's 18 years ago, 2002.
Oh, so 2008.
2002? 2008 is when this song came out?
No, we were like in 9th grade.
It was 12 years ago, right? So what year were you?
It wasn't 12. That's when it got uploaded here.
No, released 2004.
2004. All right, so
you're talking about a song that's 16.
So we were freshmen in high school. This is the boom of like reggaeton. Remember the boom of reggaeton?
No, it was already booming. It was actually. That's why he decided to do what he did.
That's when who Nor? And then he was doing. Remember, he was doing those movies with what's it called? Beanie Siegel. What's Beanie Siegel?
That
Beanie
one
Siegel?
movie, remember that?
State Property.
State Property, that's what it
Yeah. Remember State Property? Those movies were okay for the time.
They had,
was. I mean, they were still
Rock
not
Nation,
that great,
had,
but
They had everybody in them.
Everybody in them.
They had everybody.
Yankee made a movie
They even
like
had
that.
Kanye West in those movies. Remember? Those were good movies. I ain't gonna lie. For the time, for like rappers and like music artists getting into movies, that they started that shit. Like with State Property.
State Property was good though.
Where they had all the artists in the movies.
Yeah.
That's what started like that movie shit.
But I think the only reason we watched it was because there was rappers in there.
Yeah, but that's the
We
thing.
were not, if it was an actual movie like that with unknown rappers, nobody would
Like
watch
Beanie
it.
Siegel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if it wasn't for Beanie Siegel being in there, Nori, we wouldn't watch those fucking movies. But you know what? That was like that's what started those rapper movies. Because after that, what 8 Mile and Get Rich or Die Trying came out. A bunch of little movies like that. Belly 2 came out not too long after that.
Belly.
Then they started doing movies with rappers and artists like Tyrese. And remember what Cradle to the Grave came out with
Talking about
DMX.
Baby Boy?
And then Baby Boy came out. And then
I didn't really consider that movie like
what's
that.
that movie?
You ever seen Juice?
Juice came out.
No, Juice
But that was way before that. But during this era, what was that fucking movie?
Well, shit.
Waist Deep. Remember Waist Deep?
Coolio.
Waist Deep.
Coolio
Remember Waist
was
Deep?
basically his,
Huh?
Coolio with his song and shit. In the movie, that's what Dangerous Minds.
Yeah,
was it?
but I mean, there's just been a lot. But I mean,
Yeah, but I think they when they did State Property, that really kind of hit it for us to watch.
was
Like
Jim Jones in that?
everybody was in
Yeah,
there because
right.
they had cliques. Remember the cliques that they went around and started selling shit to? Because they had every clique in every barrio and every like state. So you have to sell to like every one of their cliques. Remember they portrayed Kanye West as a gangster when they were doing the dice scene. Remember they were shooting dice and Kanye West stabbed a motherfucker.
I vaguely remember that movie because I haven't watched that movie since high school.
Yeah, and then Paid in Full came out, and Cameron was it Cameron? That's a Cameron. Cameron was in that movie. Dog, you know what? You know I was gonna bring this shit up today, right? So, Larry, you got a kid, right? And you want to have kids one day, right? So my kid, I'm talking to my kid the other day, and he's texting me, and he's like, hey, I want to talk to you. What's going? Like he's like, I want to talk to you. Hey, are you busy? I was like, I was a little busy at work, so I was like, hey, I'll call you in a couple hours when I'm free. And I was like, and then a couple hours went by. I got home. I changed, and I was getting ready, like for bed. I got out of work late, and I'm in bed, and he's like, hey, are you busy? I was like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck does he want to say to me? Right? And then he texts me, and he's like, I want to get something off my chest. I want to just tell you something. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what's going on? And then he's like, I want to tell you this, but I don't know how you're gonna feel, and I don't want you to see me any different. I was like, what the fuck? The kid knows how to text like that. Like he acted like he's texting me you know, like he's like, oh, like he's texting me like a fucking like a doe.
Yeah,
And I'm like, man, but I keep forgetting. You know, you see your kid as a fucking kid always, and I keep forgetting that he's about to be at the end of this year. He's gonna be 13.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I keep forgetting that, right? So he's 12 right now, and you know, like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
So
Like,
what do you ask you then?
so like, I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, what's up? What do you want to tell me? I'm like, I'm busy. Like, I'm gonna call you in a little bit. What's going on? I want to tell you this. I'm just afraid of how you're gonna see me. I don't want you to see me any different. I was like, okay, just tell me. And then he's like, Dad, I vaped. He's like, I vaped. I was like, this motherfucker.
Try vape.
He's like, I vaped. He's like, I vaped. He's like, I don't want you to be mad. I don't want you to see me any different. I was scared to tell you because, you know, like, I'm scared of the way you're gonna see me. fuck. In my head, I'm like, that's funny, right? Because I don't give a fuck about
How old
that.
is he?
Yeah, first,
Huh?
How old is he?
He's 12.
but first of all, well, how? And
Oh,
where?
yeah,
No, but
I
where?
heard
You
that.
he can't like he ain't going
So-
anywhere.
So right, no, but then I was like, when did this happen, right? So I was like, I texted him. I was like, when did this happen? I was like, when did this happen? He's like, it happened a while ago. I just been holding it in, but I feel guilty right now, and I want to just be honest with you.
But he tried it. Like he doesn't.
Yeah, he vaped, right? So he tried it. I guess, So I'm pretty sure it was just like, and then blew it out. Like how you when you do when you're first trying out, and you know what's funny is that he's 12. When I first smoked my first cigarette, I was 12. I first smoked my first cigarette at 12. I found a cigarette and I was by myself. I lit it. I smoked it. Started coughing like a motherfucker. But I kept smoking it. But I don't know how to inhale, so I just was smoking a cigarette. I threw it out, like whatever. And then I went to my boy and I was like, "Hey, look, I smoked a cigarette the other day." And he was like, "Oh, for real?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I know his dad smoked, and I know, he was a little older than me. And I was like, he's like, "You want to smoke another one?" I was like, "All right." He's like, "You want to smoke some weed?" And I was like, all right. So, I smoked weed for the first time at 12. But I was like, man, I was like, it's so weird. So weird that he'd come to me. Like, he actually came to me, tried to tell me. He trusts me,
Yeah.
So.
He was probably really bugging him.
Yeah, so he probably just wanted to tell me and just be like, get it off his chest, and probably like knows that, I'll probably get mad, but maybe something in him tells him that I would trust him and I wouldn't judge him, maybe, but he had to take his chance, right? So he told me that shit, and then I'm like, all right. He's like, are you mad? And he kept texting me. I was busy. I was like, are you mad? Are you like, can we talk? Can I call you? I was like, hold on, man. I'll call you in a little bit. I finally ended up calling him. And hey, what's going on, man? Like, what's the matter? He's like, and he just like, I could tell that he, like, just wanted me to bring it up. I was like, what's going on? What's going on? Like, I wanted him to say it, but he didn't say it, right? So I was like, hey, so like, you want to talk about it? He's like, yeah. I was like, look, man. I was like, first of all, I was like, have you told your mom? And he's like, yeah, I told her. And I was like, what did your mom say? And his mom was like, from what he told me, he's like, his mom said, I know this would end up happening. You're going to want to test shit or experiment, right? What I forget what she said. You're going to want to experience things. I know this will happen. She basically said, like, thank you for telling me. That's what he told me. And I was like, okay. And I was like, look, man. He's like, I'm not mad. I was like, look, I know you're going to do things. I know you're going to want to experiment. I was like, you're at that age that you're going to want to do those things. The only thing that I ask is that you be safe, you be smart, and think about what you're going to do before you do it.
Yeah. Be like, that's the thing. Like, it's better that they know that they can count on you.
Yeah.
Come promise like that, because some kids don't. That's what they get.
That's why they do that's why we did the things that we did, though.
Yeah. And
So
we hypocrites and be like, well, well, get him in trouble.
Yeah.
And maybe it would have been good then if our parents did that. They found out, but our parents didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, our parents, I think, were just scared that we,
Our parents they were more work. My mom was more working. We took care of basically raised ourselves in a way.
Yeah.
My mom was always working, and it's like we were always either at home or school, and we were always doing our own thing.
So that I thought about that too. So I was like, the reason why our parents got mad at us is because they're working for a better life for us, and they're trying to make it so that we succeed in life, but not knowing. But always being told that drugs and all this shit is bad for you, not thinking that you can still succeed in life while you still do this, and still, So it took us for us to experiment with this shit and still be.
If you do drugs, you're not gonna make it.
And still be successful, right?
You gotta put a Lysol injection in yourself. Fix yourself.
So it took us to experiment. It took us to experiment with this shit, right?
Started. We're already on.
Yeah, it took us to experiment with this shit.
Do you have beer?
It took us to experiment with this for us to know that we can experiment. You know, like just go through life and experiment our own shit and then still get on the right path. So what I told him, I was like, look, man, I'm not mad at you.
But are you sure you're in the right path? Because
like
that could be anyone's opinion. You know what I mean?
I feel like I am. I mean,
well, then if you're content with what you're doing, then great. But to others, that might not be an accomplishment.
Yeah, but you see, everybody has.
And I'm just picking your brain. I'm not disrespecting anything.
No, I understand.
It's just an opinion.
Yeah, I feel like
the reason why I say that is because I feel like
you can always do more.
I could do better.
Yeah, but that's for all of us.
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying, like, I know.
Well, based on our experience.
If you're asking me if I feel accomplished.
Yeah.
I feel accomplished with the things
that I've done. But because do you work hard?
Yeah.
Or because you're in the position where in your life where you want to be?
Yeah.
There's two different things.
Yeah, you're right.
Are you there in the position, and I don't mean work position, meaning are you where you want to be in your life? Or are you just saying that you feel accomplished because you work your ass off? There's two different things right there. Yeah. Which one is it?
I feel I'm accomplished to the point where I feel like I've done way more than I thought I would ever do, because I had, you know, not to get too personal, but I had a low self-worth as a young kid, and thought I wasn't gonna make it past a certain age, and didn't think that I would get to the point that I am now, and I feel accomplished to where I am now, but I still know that I want to do more, you know. But as far as feeling accomplished with the things that I've done in my life, and as far as I've gone with the things that I've done, yeah, I do feel accomplished. Do I feel like I can do more? Yeah, but that's something I'm gonna pass on to my kids. So when I was talking to him, I was like, look, man, I'm not mad. I was like, look, man, I know you're at that age, and I knew this, and I knew that you were gonna get to the age where you want to experiment with certain things. You're gonna want to try certain things. I was like, I can't hold you back from that, and I'm always gonna respect you. But I just wish that I just want you to do the best that's for you. So I told him, I was like, just every time that you do something, every time that you want to try something, just think before you do it. Think about the consequences. Think about what you might think is gonna happen. And I was like, and always trust your gut. If you feel like it's a wrong thing to do in that moment, don't do it. If you feel okay. But if you feel that bad feeling in your stomach that you're doing something wrong, don't do it. I was like, I'm always be here for you. If you want to talk, I'm always gonna talk to you. Like, there's nothing that you can do. And I told him, there's nothing that you can ever do that I haven't already done. And I probably, and whatever which way you ever feel that you made a mistake, know that I made a mistake 10 times worse. And he was like, thanks, Dad. And I was like, no problem, buddy. Like, he's like, you're not mad? I was like, no, I'm not mad. I was like, I
like that. I was like,
I know that you're gonna
want put some skin in the game, you know?
I know that you're gonna want to experiment. You're okay. You're at that age. And he's like, and then he was just like, yeah.
The thing is, here you gotta understand that as we grow older, because you know we were born here, we were raised here, we become more liberal. And you see, maybe when we were in school, we saw kids that were a little bit more liberal than we were, and we were over there getting screamed at for shit that we shouldn't have got screamed. Well, maybe we did have to be screamed at, but other parents were handling it a little bit different. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Oh, we had friends that hid everything, right? That hid everything?
Huh? I don't know. Are you gonna get some? You're good, right?
I just opened this one. I got 4.
Well, man,
you gonna get beer or what?
I only got one left.
I got my beer. That's all I need.
I don't know then what to tell you.
You want him to go buy more beer for you? Just say it.
No, he's not gonna go because he is good. He usually goes when he's not good.
But that's why you asked him.
That if those 4 are gonna be enough for him. Because if they're not, then yeah.
But you running out of beer. That's why you asked him.
Well, of course, it makes sense.
So why don't you just ask him if you go buy him?
No, because if he's not gonna go, I'm not gonna ask him.
But that's what you want.
When you go.
Because we're in the middle of a podcast.
He doesn't pause shit.
I can't pause it without the whole video.
I've already asked him to pause certain things. He don't pause it. He keeps rolling.
Well, because it's where if I shut it off now, it's gonna be a whole nother video. It's like a certain time where I can pause it and start it over, and then it'll be the same video. Other times that we've paused it,
all right,
it just starts another video.
No, I'll just drink that one beer then. Fuck it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, there is.
You can ask him to go buy you beer.
He's not gonna go if he doesn't need to buy any. Are you, Lur?
Why don't you ask him?
See? Well, how would I ask him if I already see he's just set? He doesn't want to go out.
Tip the nigga.
I can only tip him if he says yes, dumbass.
But you didn't even ask him. Anyway.
I mean, you can give me 2 deuces and I'll give you $10. Those are $4. You still get just $6 more.
Anyway.
But it's all good. If
I remember. Like go.
The 2 for $4, the 7-Eleven. Huh? 7-Eleven?
2 for $5.
Okay, the 16 ounce. I would just need 2 of those. Because I already. Yeah. Just give me my card. Oh shit, no, I'd have to Venmo you right now. I can't leave.
So, you figure this out? Hector's trying to get beer, yo. Fast forward 30 seconds. Alright. So, remember those kids we went to school with that were like super conservative? I guess you would say.
I don't think you can say that's not really being conservative. That's being liberal.
Liberal? What's liberal?
Liberal is when you don't. Well, in my opinion, is you don't frown on things like.
No, I'm talking about conservative kids where they were.
Conservative is
where they wouldn't do shit. Because.
What do you mean they wouldn't do shit? A lot of kids would do a lot of shit.
Conservative kids, like people.
No, they wouldn't. If you have conservative parents, you're gonna be more of a timid person.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? You're gonna be more somebody that is very well orientated in the fact that A is connected to B and B to C.
Right. So
if you're more liberal, you're gonna be like, oh, it's okay.
Right.
B,
So I'm talking about those conservative kids.
It's the same. You know.
I'm talking about those conservative kids when we used to go to school where they had conservative parents and
we didn't really go out with. We didn't really go to school.
Well,
with
you didn't. Well, like we did, and some of them.
Certain ones, yeah.
Certain one of them, like certain people had those parents where they feared their parents and didn't have those relationships with those parents. Like I didn't have that, but I also knew that I could do shit and get away with it. And those kids that had those parents that were on top of them and still knew that they couldn't get away with shit, those kids used to do the most shit.
Okay,
I remember those.
So
kids,
they learn as kids when you can.
But they do more sneaky shit.
Yeah, no, not just that, but they just get away with a lot more shit. Certain kids, right? But you gotta understand that alcohol and drugs, no matter. Look, I don't care any way you paint it. Any way you paint it,
mm-hmm.
that kid's gonna get in trouble regardless.
Well,
he is.
Yeah,
he or she is.
Well,
no matter
you
what,
make mistakes.
Because you're gonna make mistakes.
Yeah,
you know
and that's expected.
And certain parents don't want none of that because they don't want their kids to make mistakes, which some of them end up getting lost. The thing is, it really depends on the parenting as far as.
I think it depends on the person. I don't think it depends on the parenting.
Well, how do you mean it depends on the person? Because the person is molded by your parents.
Yeah, but
for the most part, 50% of it is you picking shit up from your parents.
Yeah.
And then the other shit you're gonna get is people like friends and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna develop who you are.
So what I mean by that is that the person is who you are as a person. Your morals, your your moral code.
Well, some people don't have morals.
Well, everybody has a code. Everybody has.
No, some people are just a fucking straight up trash.
No, well, certain people. I say everybody has. Everybody has their morals. Some are lower than others. Some people don't have morals. But I think it depends on. You said like your parents. You said 50%, right? So I agree with that. I agree with.
Because the other 50 is gonna come from your friends. It's gonna come from your school.
Well, I agree with the 50
from your teachers.
I agree with the 50% that comes from your parents, where you hold. You know what's right and wrong.
And I don't mean both parents.
You know what's
parent, wherever
you know what's
live
right and wrong. You know what's right and wrong, and you know what disappointment is, because you hold disappointment to the highest regard, and your highest regard is your parents while they're raising you. And
depends on the parent
and whatever religion that you hold in your heart, right? So the other 50%, let's say the other 50%, depends on the person. Depends on how the person views the world, how they view authority, and how they view their self. So the people that do get in trouble using drugs and alcohol, their views on the world is and their views on everything else is how they get in trouble. Because if you view the fact that you're using alcohol and drugs and you're going out, and you know in your heart that I do something wrong, I get in trouble by these people, my authority figures, my parents, and whatever authority the government has, you're gonna be more you're gonna be more reserved and not to do shit. But I've seen people where they don't respect their parents, they don't respect authority, and they do shit, and that's how they get in trouble. Me personally, I've gotten in trouble with the police for being drunk twice in my life. 2 drunk in publics. No, 1 drunk in public. Was it 2? One drunk in public when I first graduated high school, because I felt that I was above the law. You know what I'm saying? So I got fucked up. Went to a 4th of July party. Left. I had stole my mom's car. Fucking left the party. Was walking home because nobody would give me my keys, and fucking got arrested on the side of the road. You know? So I got a fucking drunk in public because I thought I was above everything. That was a quick lesson to tell me, teach me I ain't above all that shit.
You know what's crazy? That I was very different. I seen my older siblings struggle through a lot of the shit that maybe I went through too. Mm-hmm. But they were treated really, how can I say, in a very fucked up way for it.
Maybe more strict?
Yeah, definitely.
More discipline, more...
No, there was no discipline. It's just, the thing is, there's a difference between disciplining a children or just screaming at them.
So it's more... What would you call that? It's not abuse.
It's not abuse, but I'll tell you
more,
what.
It's more like anger. Not anger. It's more of a... What'd you say? More of a... I'm thinking about the word. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't. Maybe more of a threatening, maybe a more threatening way to teach somebody. You know how you threaten your kids.
I don't know.
You ever see those parents?
I'll tell you this though. Like, my parents were really fucking strict, with me. But then I had like other outside influences that were like doing things, and I indulged in some things, and I was just like, how can I do what I want to do but not get caught? So that's how you start getting smarter.
But you still have your But
that builds morals, because then you're just like, I'm not about to let my parents see me like that.
Character too.
Like, I can't do that. Like, You know what I mean? Some kids just don't give a fuck, but maybe they don't give a fuck because their parents don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's what
my parents give a fuck. So maybe I gave a fuck, but I didn't want to lose out on certain things that I really wanted to do. So I was just like, okay, well, shit. I'm gonna do the same thing that other idiots doing, but I'm just not gonna get caught up because see the thing is I don't want to get my parents involved. You know what I mean? If I don't want to get caught up, then don't get with my parents and don't get them involved. And by not getting them involved is you being smarting up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that you won't get to that level.
So
you know, and then you start learning other tricks. Obviously.
So you say that, right? So like I know people to this day that their parents weren't as strict and weren't you know weren't they didn't put those lines in the sand where you can't do this, you can't do that, but we still have respect. Like there's still respect, and I'm not gonna disrespect you. So I know people that I hang out with. Some of them I don't hang out with anymore.
I'll be real honest with you.
Hold on. So some people that I hang out with that I know them, and I've hung out with them here and there. Like it's real.
Mm-hmm.
It's real rare that I'll hang out with them, but when I do, I always see that line in the sand gets crossed where I would have put that line, right? So I see sometimes we go hang out. I hang out with these people, and we end up hanging out with their parents, which is fucking weird. And they're doing all types of drugs in front of them, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like this shit
in front of their kids.
They're doing it together, or they're doing it in front of them, and there's no line in the sand. So like it's like everybody is just friends.
No,
fuck? Like you know, like
a parent should not be their kid's friend.
No,
I don't agree with that.
I think
there should be a fucking line.
I think there's there's a
Now, if we're gonna celebrate and we're gonna have drinks because we're doing something celebratory,
there's a line.
then that's fine.
There's a line I feel like with your parents that you don't cross. Certain things you don't cross. Where I feel myself personally, I wouldn't want to do any drugs with my kids. I wouldn't want to.
Hell no.
I wouldn't want to cross that line. I wouldn't even want them to feel comfortable doing a drug around me. Now, let's say alcohol and weed. That's fine. I wouldn't want to. I don't smoke weed. I don't do anything like that because I can't handle it. But if my kids grew up and they liked weed and were doing weed, I wouldn't have a problem with that. You're fine. You can do what you want. Would I want you to do it around me all the time? No. I'd have to sit you aside, stand. Hey, look, I'm okay with you doing that, but not around me. That's
fine.
I like if you want to do it outside. I just don't want to see you doing it. I don't want to see you doing it because I feel weird. You know, like it's just me. You know, I'm okay.
I
with
would
you
probably
doing it.
grab that fucking kid by the neck and tell him, "Hey,
I wouldn't grab.
I don't mind."
But
the thing is, this is why I say that though.
With weed,
alcohol or weed, whatever the fuck he does to fucking leave the planet for a couple hours.
No. Okay.
I'm gonna fucking do this because I already heard you. I'm gonna grab this motherfucker.
You grab him by the neck.
Or by the shirt, whatever I can get at
No,
him.
okay, I'm saying like.
And I'm gonna tell him this.
Okay,
look.
Hold on. Before you go on,
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the people that I hang out with. I'm talking about they're my age, 30, and they're doing this shit around their parents now, which are what, 50, right? So they're doing all this shit with their parents. All right, whatever. To each his own. Me personally, no matter if when I turn 50 and my kids are 30, still don't. I don't care. You smoke weed. I don't care. But don't like. Still hold those lines.
Yeah,
where
is what I'm trying to get
where
at.
you're doing it on the side. I'm doing my shit. Like we don't need to cross those lines. Drinking around each other, that's cool.
Yeah,
I don't have no problem with
having
that.
Beer.
Actually, even like you go smoke.
Yeah, well,
you go smoke weed around like you go smoke weed. We hang out. You come back. We hang out. That's cool. I don't have a problem with that. But you're not gonna be doing. You're not gonna be snorting coke. You're not gonna be taking pills. None of that shit around me. I'm not gonna stand for that.
Well, what I mean to say, I don't physically mean to choke them out. I was just like, look, I'm gonna talk to you, but I feel that I don't mind. gonna do what you're gonna do. Don't be a fool, and don't make me look like a fool. Okay, and don't fool yourself. So, in other words, don't disrespect me, don't disrespect yourself, and don't disrespect anybody else. If you're gonna do it in a way where you don't affect nobody. Now, if you can do that, fine, but don't fuck with me, because see, the second you fuck with me and your mom are gonna be insulted, and don't disrespect us like that. So do what you gotta do.
So would you have a problem with your kids smoking weed or doing any type of drug?
If they are doing what they gotta do in school, or they're doing,
or they're taking care of, they're adults.
If they're taking care of what they gotta taken care of, I don't care.
Maybe.
Now, if they're not doing what they gotta do,
and they're fucking up in life,
then I'm gonna probably beat the shit out of them.
Fucking up in life?
Yeah. Because see, the thing is,
you say that. I like how you said that. You'll beat the shit out of them. So you expect to have a son?
Well, if it's a daughter, then she is most likely gonna get everything taken away from her, because I'm not gonna have that. I don't mind. You know what I mean? She can even talk to a boy. Fine.
As they grow up, like how my son had told me that he vaped, how would you have handled that situation? How do you think you would have handled that situation?
I would have been very fucking angry.
Would you have?
Because if he's 12 years old, he's still a kid. Now, if he was 15, okay, great. I wouldn't have said anything. I would have just tried to figure out where the fuck is he hanging out that he would do that. You know what I mean?
I asked him to.
And clearly, right now we can't really be going places. So,
but he told me it happened a couple months ago, like 6 months ago. Yeah.
Okay, well, if it happened, it happened. And I thank you for telling me, but at the same time, though, you know what I mean? Don't be a fool about it. You know what I mean?
But you would have been angry, right?
At first, yeah.
I was
because of the age. Because of the age. Now, if he was like a little bit older, like 15, 16, I'm like, oh, okay, well, shit, he's now experimenting. But 12, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. Because think about it. If you started drinking at 12 years old and your kid is smoking at 12 years old, that means you didn't do a good job. Why didn't you do a good job?
Don't want me?
Yeah. Why? Because you're supposed to make it better for them. They're not supposed to start when you started, dumbass. They're supposed to start a little bit later.
I see why you're saying that.
And I'm fucking angry because I'm
like, angry at me right now?
I know where I fucked up. And
you're angry at me right now.
Yeah.
Go ahead, finish.
I'm not angry at you. I'm angry at the situation.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, okay, fine, he did that. But what caused him to do that so young in his age?
I'll tell you right now.
And the thing is, too, also...
I'll tell you right now.
What?
And the reason why... And the reason why when he texted me and told me what he had done, I told him I would call him later on in the day. Is because I could respond emotionally and tell him how I felt in that moment. Even I was upset and I was angry that he would do that. That he would be so stupid to do that. And well, not even stupid. How just to be a kid. Just to experiment that young at that fucking age. And then I started thinking about this. And this has always been a part of my life that I have a conflict with, because I have kids and I do my best to do this whenever my kids are around. Is that the reason I started smoking, the reason I started drinking, is because it was around. It's because
it's around. You said
it's adults.
So if you vape, why is it around?
It's adults that do it. That's around me, right? So.
Also, you maybe found the vape pen and you just did it, kind of deal.
No. So the reason that I started smoking is because everybody that was around me had either drank or smoked, and I always thought it was like, okay, like when you get older, that's what you do. But then I got told it's wrong. It's wrong. The people, the adults that are telling me that it's wrong are also doing it. So that conflict comes into my mind, even at that age, at 12. And then the day that I decided to smoke a cigarette was because I decided in my mind, I was like, it can't be that fucking wrong if these people are doing it around me.
Exactly, but
So when he told me that he had vaped, I know that I have smoked around my kids, drank around my kids, you know. So when he told me that he had vaped, I was pissed. I was pissed at first, but I also had to take the moment.
Let me get the other one.
I also had to take the moment to consider why he would do it, why he thought it was okay in that moment, and got to think about who his role models are. Who's his role models? I'm his main role model. He's telling me because he's concerned about what my thought about him is. What I'm a good thing about him. That's why he didn't want to tell me, but he ended up telling me. You know? That's what his main concern was in the text messages. I didn't want your thought about me to change. That's what he told me, you know? So for me, to sit there and be angry at him for something that I've done in front of him, which is probably why the reason why he wanted to try it is not the right reason why I shouldn't get mad at him. I should try to understand him, talk to him about it, tell him I understand, and then tell him to be safe.
Yeah, I could tell him. Because since you left, he's talking about the vape.
Because he's saying that he would be pissed and he would be mad.
Well, then again, you just said it. I wouldn't smoke in front of my kid.
Yeah, but I have.
Well, I don't even smoke anyway.
But you also said like why? You also said why would he go down that path? And I said, but that's my theory. Is like I've smoked in front of my kids. I've drank in front of my kids. Have drank in front of my kids. In the last couple of years, I've tried to reduce that. The only time my kids really see me drinking and smoking is during like a barbecue.
That's good. That's fine. It's a special occasion. It's fine.
So that's when they've only seen me smoke and drink in the last couple of years. But I know they've seen me smoke and drink. So for him to have that thought on his mind to smoke and drink, he's seen somebody that he idolizes do it. That's me. That's the reason why he's probably tried it. That's probably the reason why he's done it. It's because he's seen somebody that he idolizes do it. It's just like when you see anybody that you respect or you idolize, you copy their mannerisms, the way they do shit.
I agree with that. That's fine.
So I don't blame him for doing what he did. Yeah. I'm not mad at him for doing what he did. If anything, I understand it, and I can't get mad at him for doing that.
No, we're good.
I understand why he did it.
Okay, we get that.
You didn't talk about Trump and his infection?
No, we talked.
Well, we didn't want to do.
We don't want to talk about Corona. Everybody's talking about Corona. We're trying to take
I just wanted to.
So let's do questions with you. And
let's do questions with Larry. Let's cut it off.
We can continue the conversation after, though.
Yeah.
I just don't think, you know.
Yeah. Listen.
Yeah, let's just do your questions.
Which movie did you watch as a kid that scared you?
It's a good one.
The
Little Leprechaun joint.
Yeah.
Do you remember
Leprechaun?
Was it? But there was different kinds of movies. There was different.
It was Leprechaun. The
Leprechaun, that one dude, little short dude.
Yeah. He would kill. Yeah, that shit would.
He had like 4 movies.
Yeah, that shit. I mean, I would watch Chucky. I could watch it, but Leprechaun, I was scared of Leprechaun.
Chucky, the second one scared me.
Yeah, but I think Leprechaun was what did it for me.
And then one episode of the X-Files scared the shit out of me. It never really scared me like that.
Remember Tales from the Crypt on HBO?
Yeah, but it was when I watched that shit, it was like corny.
No, the episodes. Some of them were good, bad, but what scared me was that dude, the skeleton dude. The introduction and at the end when he was like, the skeleton dude, remember?
Yeah.
That motherfucker scared me.
Speaking a little bit of Leprechaun, I went back and seen some footage from him a couple months ago. He was actually really fucking funny, and he made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You know, and his killings too. And I didn't understand that when I was younger, but I just wanted to say that. That's it. Go next.
Remember Dolly Dearest? Hold on. Remember Dolly Dearest?
I heard
No,
of it.
no.
Fucking that movie was scary as shit because it was like
Marv,
one
you
of
got
those.
boogers on your beard. Just next.
Alright, go ahead.
Okay, sticking to little scary shit. If you died, who would be the first person you would haunt?
My dad. Fuck that nigga.
You went deep.
Motherfucker wasn't here. Fuck you, nigga.
I'd stay around.
Haunt.
Not even go to the afterlife just to haunt that motherfucker.
I would haunt all my bad customers that wasted my time.
That's if I die first.
I would haunt anybody that
that
fucked with me. I would haunt.
I didn't even think about it. I'd have to die first before my dad.
I would haunt Hector.
I would haunt all the stupid people that made my life stupid.
LER, is that you?
Yeah, nah. I can't deal with stupidity like that, so I'd probably haunt the dumbass people, like random people that
But you hold them in your heart for that long for you to haunt them.
Yeah, because see, I couldn't get to them in life, so I'm gonna get to them in death, motherfucker.
How many people do you hold in your heart right now that have fucked up your day at work?
Mr. Evans.
Oh shit! You have names?
Yeah, I dumped like fucking $1,500 in the truck to please him, and then he was just like, and then I told him, I was just like, look, I got another customer for this. I can't accept the deposit. No, you won't take my deposit now, boy. And I'm gonna write you a check right now. He took the check. He didn't call me. He called the sales guy that, and then next thing you know, he's like, black guy.
Damn, that's even worse.
And then he just nonchalant, just go ahead and rip that check. I'm not gonna buy the truck. Motherfucker.
I'd have grabbed Mr.
But see, the thing is, I spent $1,500 on my own goddamn money to please somebody. If you spend $1,500 to please somebody,
why don't you just put him behind the tire? You're gonna buy this fucking truck.
And then he grabbed my
his head.
Yeah. And then he grabbed my fucking salesman.
Turn the fucking
took
truck
him to
on.
a shop.
Put it in reverse.
He took him to a shop and told and left him there and left.
You gotta grab this motherfucker.
He killed probably like salesman time. Maybe he killed a good 5 hours of salesman time and $1,500 hole in my pocket.
You gotta grab this motherfucker by the collar, put him behind the back tire, and say, "Put it in reverse."
Yeah.
Are you gonna buy this fucking truck or not?
And he was a lawyer, and the
litigate this shit, motherfucker.
The fact that he was a lawyer pissed me off even more because how can you be a lawyer and be so goddamn stupid? You know what I mean? My fucking team ain't even fucking lawyer. Or maybe
he played with y'all.
No. He didn't play because from the beginning I told him, why am I doing this for you if I can't get no guarantee from you? You know what I mean? And I gave him the benefit of the doubt because he was a lawyer. It just goes to show, fuck everybody, no matter what position they're in. Don't make them fucking waste your time, motherfucker. Fuck you. And I got my money back this week, bitch. That's well, huh? Next.
Alright. If you could invent an app to make your life easier, what would it be?
Give me beer. Yeah, I don't want to go to the store anymore. Give me beer.
There's fucking Postmates, motherfucker.
Beer delivery now.
Yeah.
You just call Postmates.
I don't know what that is, and I've never done it.
I do like.
I don't trust people.
I would do like.
What's yours?
Work subs or some shit like that. Like to sub in for me at work for like the computer shit, you know.
That's not bad. Like you fill in your shit and you put all the description in there. See, the thing is that it's nice, but then you would run into a lot of legal issues next.
Yeah, like I would just have like somebody just do all the paperwork for me, and then I'll just.
Unless you can find a company that will back it, but then that would totally diminish on why you have an employee at a job.
You asked for a fucking app, motherfucker.
Would you ever play the Ouija board?
I have.
His
His name was Greg.
Damn, did he fuck you?
Was a ghost?
I don't know. He pushed Mike, and then he fucking said his name was Greg.
Damn.
He pushed Mike?
Yeah, dude. Mike was on the shit. We all had our hands on it, and he was just like, "What's going on?" Next thing you know, this motherfucker just falls.
I like how you do the accent. What's going on?
No, we were drunk, but not enough for that. Like,
and it started moving by itself, or what?
Were you guys in the dark?
Yeah.
candles in there, or just in the dark?
Candles, and we had a little Nate with us.
Little Nate.
So we actually used him because if you have a baby, it just helps out, you know.
You had a baby with you.
He will never know. He will never know. Okay, next question.
I would love to do the Ouija board. I've done it once, but I didn't get no results.
Oh no, this shit was for real.
What food or condiment combination do you eat that everyone thinks is weird or nasty?
I'm not a condiment guy.
Okay,
Sweet and sour sauce with barbecue.
Damn.
From Wendy's though, only Wendy's.
Yeah.
Only Wendy's sweet and sour.
I mean, I haven't. I'm not a condiment guy, but I have seen like coworkers, Eric, mix in honey barbecue with ranch and honey, and he was just like, yeah, it's a honey something something something. He would say.
No wonder he was fat.
I don't know. He mixed some mustard with ranch. I don't know what he did, but it was disgusting. And he was just like, "No, it's good. It's all gonna go to your belly anyways." Okay, next. Sorry, Eric. I still think you're crazy and you have mental issues.
That's nasty.
I'm trying to watch this episode.
Right. Last one.
Yeah.
Would you let your girl manscape you?
That was at 49 minutes.
Would you let your girl
If you want to watch it, ask him to watch it.
Oh yeah.
Will you let your girl manscape you, like shave your pubes?
Hell yeah.
Into designs or something?
Hell yeah.
Maybe, but it
Put
would
that
have.
manscape
I'd have to
to
be
work,
on
baby.
vacation.
What?
Why?
I'll let her do
Because
it
that's
right
when we
now.
have time. Because I want her to take her time.
Before you go on vacation.
Nah, I'll let her.
No. You know, because the thing is, when you're on vacation, you got time.
Nah, I'll let her do it
I
before
don't
we
want
go
her
on.
fucking my shit up.
I'll let her do it throughout the week.
Yeah.
I put my legs up like a
yeah.
baby.
Next thing you know, the kids are like, ah, and she fucks your shit up. No
Nah,
thank you.
Manscaped is
I'm thinking I want to have zebra stripes coming down.
Tiger King.
Tiger King shit. All right, I'm done.
This.
I actually pictured her.
You have any more
doing
questions?
Some other shit.
One more. Does the shape of the booty determines the tightness of the asshole?
Fuck no.
No.
There are some sloppy ones. There are tight ones. It don't matter how big or small it is.
There's some droopy booties out there that got the tightest ass.
I've seen small asses be tight as shit, and then big asses be tight as shit, and then I've seen big asses be loose as shit, and I've seen small asses be loose as shit. So you don't know.
And that has been H&M.